Okay, it is Friday. Are you guys excited? Thank you for already being here. That's exciting. That makes me feel really good that you're sitting here waiting for me and then I show up and I've had a long day at work and you're here and I'm ready to go. How was your week? Did you guys have a good week? Put your hands up if you're here. Let me know. I'd love to see who's all here right now. And I'm just going to situate the camera just a little bit better. I think that's better. I'm going to try and keep it in the screen today so that you can see everything that I am doing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to be working on these babies. Well, this baby. This is the Lavender and Coffee journal that I have been working on for a little while now, and I have so much ephemera for it, and I haven't really put it in here, except for like here and there. While I was recording the videos, I put it straight into the journal, but this is, for example, I just tested that, and that's hanging loose. So there isn't very much in it as of yet. So that's what I want to do. I have all kinds of stuff around me, and I'm afraid that the minute that I start pulling, um, it is all going to fall down. So we'll wait and see. Hi, Nancy. How are you? I love our little chats throughout the week. Love it. And I love your binder with all the paper dolls. It is beautiful, and I'm sure there's some treasures in there. Okay, let's put that away because if that falls, I am going to have a really big mess on my hands. It was my house. What was I recording yesterday? Oh, I was recording tomorrow's video for the paper doll, and I was using some watercolor. So if I drop my water, I am going to make a big mess. Okay, what are you guys working on? Nancy, what are you working on tonight? I'm just getting my tea ready here. Okay, so I want to show you this little baby. I made this last week. I just had some time on my hands. I wasn't really doing anything. And then I got this feeling that I needed to make a little um, journal. And I had the chipboard that I had collaged with the paper, with the book paper, in the same idea as what I did here. So then I decided that I would just make a little bitty journal out of it. And it's pretty much exactly the same on the inside as it is on the out, as it is as the big one. So I did some lavender fabric on the inside with some lace, just some craft paper on the edges. So you can see like this baby needs some work as well. It has music paper. Oh, I didn't cut that very well. I'll have to fix that. But it has music paper. It has some dyed paper, some coffee dyed, some. This is dyed with Easter egg dye. Some music paper, and all kinds of other stuff that is in here. So it's kind of fun. And it's just a little bitty one. And then I put the beads on the back and put a topper on it. Where this one, well, the lace is beautiful, and I sewed around everything. But truly, she's a blank canvas. There's a lot I can do with this, and I am super excited to get moving. So I think, oh, and I have this one that kind of went in there. I think it is going to stay there, and it's just going to stay like this. This is a brown paper bag, and then this is a lunch bag that I turned into a little mini journal. It was just a little bit of fun, and I have now a set, or I will have a set of three. The inside of this is a vintage hanky, and then I hand stitched some vintage lace on there. This, of course, is in a video. This is all video material. Do you think I put my doll in here? Because she is supposed to be in here. I have no idea where I put her. What the? Oh my goodness, where would I have put her? Oh, there she is. Found her. Found her. So she's going in there or on the cover. She might go on the cover because that's kind of where she belongs. So, but because I don't know where I'm going to go, where I'm taking it yet, because I haven't started, I don't know if she's going on the cover or if she's going right there, or maybe I want to do something like that. I don't know. Let's see where it takes me. Open to suggestions. If you come up with something really brilliant, then let me know. Thank you very much, Nancy. I'm very happy with this little one. I'm thinking that's the one that you were saying. Yeah, I am very happy with it. It turned out really pretty. I do need to fix the edges a little bit, but you know, there's always stuff that you need to fix when you finish a journal. I just kind of built it and went done and then put it aside. So yeah, which is what I'm doing right now as well. What do I have around me? Well, what do I not have around me? I have book pages, I have lace, ribbon, all the ephemera I've been working on. There is brown paper bags or lunch bags. There is pattern tissue paper. There's fabric, and then there's the whole kit and caboodle. Then I have butterflies and labels, and I have some vintage. I think, do we call these Valentines? Is that what these are called? Are these pretty? I have a whole stash of them. Pretty lucky. I found them in a thrift store just last week. So I think they would look really pretty in here. Not lots of it, but here and there. I also have some birds and some flowers and a ton of butterflies. I have so many butterflies here in all different colors. So they won't be in all different colors. I'm going to try and keep it as lavender and coffee as I possibly can. I have some postage stamps. And then, of course, I have all my inks and all my other bits and pieces that are right here with me as well. I'm just going to pick a page. And I'm actually, no, that's not what I'm going to do. I am first going to pull all my ephemera that I have just kind of, see, there's even little mini boxes still in here. That I have laying there so that I can build some more journals. But I want to pull all the ephemera that I have made out so that I have a starting point. These I made during Mass Make March, not even realizing that I was going to go towards a lavender journal, and they will look really pretty in there. I want that. close by and that close by. I don't know if you guys are the same way, but when I start decorating, there's certain things that I need close by because then I'll reach for it. If it is further away from me, I won't reach for it, and then it just goes bye bye. And I remember days later, oh yeah, I had that. That's what I needed to put in as well. Okay, I have a bunch of stuff here. I have some more bits and pieces. So I'm just spreading out a little. Oh, I even have some transparencies that I can use. So this is going to go right beside me, close by. So I have all of this. I know there's more. Oh, don't you worry. There is more. There's all my lace. Some cards, some music paper, my fabric, which is going beside me, lace, and all the labels and stuff. And I'm just throwing it over there so that it is out of the box. If it stays in the box, it will not be used. There's buttons, and there is, oh my goodness, there's so much. So yeah, I was fairly prepared. Everything was around me, but I didn't have it laying ready yet. Is there anything else that I can use? I definitely don't want to use any more feathers. Did you guys see my my feather with envelopes, or my envelopes with feathers? I have fun with that project. It made me laugh when I pulled the feathers out of the jar. It made me laugh because I don't work with feathers. I don't. It doesn't excite me very much. Okay. Oh, I think I have what I need. So I'm just going to put everything else to the side. And the other thing that I have is I had a book about France. And so I cut all the images out of it. And I have that right here as well that I can work with because that would be so much fun. So yeah, that's everything I have. And you can see there is a lot. Okay, let's make some space so I can open my journal and see what I want to put where. Tags are one of the last things that I'm going to put in because tags to me are pocket fillers. These, however, can go in pretty quickly. And these are easy because it's done, it's finished. All I have to do is just stick it into the journal. And that is the nice thing of having all this ephemera made ahead of time. So this is a beautiful page that has like a really pale color on it. And I think this might look really nice right against here. So what I want to do, this isn't half of an envelope, and I made this just the other day. And I think I want to just put it on the edge here, like, and just kind of like put it around the page, and then it'll be a pocket on both sides. So I can decorate this side, and this side is already done. And can you see like the feather completely separated, which is part of the reason why I don't like working with feathers. I want a little bit of design back there, and I think I want a little fun and interest. oh, why don't we do it like this? So we have a map of France right there, and then we put that over top. We don't want to lose Strasbourg. Let's keep Strasbourg in there. There. And then it comes from Kamloops, BC. And I think I want a piece of music paper behind it. Let's see. How is that going to look? I think I like that. Why not? Okay. I need my ink. Ink. Vintage photo. Oh, so excited. Woo! Goodness, I'm so excited either way. I was pretty excited today. I placed a huge mixed media supply order from my favorite store. And so it'll probably be here sometime next week. And I can't wait to play with it. I ordered a whole bunch of distress oxide sprays and a couple of distress inks that I didn't have yet, and uh, some other supplies that I've been wanting to get. But you know, like you always have to have like a big order, and I just needed to figure out exactly what I wanted, and I figured it out. So I got a big order put together, and then it's ordered, it's on its way, and it's exciting. Do you guys like getting like um, buying yourself presents for in the mail, and then when it comes, like you're just excited that it's there? Do you do that too, or is that like a total me thing where I just get that excited over sprays and inks and re-inkers? Oh my goodness, I got new re-inkers coming. I've got, what else do I have? A new stencil. Yeah, a new Tracy Scott stencil. I love Tracy Scott, and if you don't know who she is, you'll have to take a look. You'll have to Google her. She is a self taught mixed media artist, and she designs for Paper Artsy. She makes beautiful things. Okay. Let's put the map over there, over top. What else happened this week? Well, it's been cold and miserable. I believe there was snow in the province on um, Monday. I'm pretty far south, but right in the lake area where all the cottages are, they had snow. They woke up to snow on Monday morning. It was pretty cold. Okay. Son, I was born somewhere here, just north, but spent quite a bit of time right in this area um, in the summers. Sounds very privileged. Sure was not. We camped in a tent. We ate what the locals ate, and did pretty much exactly what they did too. So it wasn't like a fancy hotel where you're being taken care of. And no, 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 no. I was doing laundry with my mom by hand, and what else did we do? Dishes. Um, we lived a more privileged life at home than we did when we were when we were camping right here. Okay, I want a little bit of glue right here on the edge so that the pocket isn't going to fall off. So not a ton. I'm just putting a little strip, a little bit of glue right here on the edge. I don't need to put it on both sides. So if you're here, don't be shy. Say hi. Love to chat with you. I can sit here and chat all night long. But it is way more fun when there's other people chatting at me. Why won't you go in properly? I think I got it. I think it's good. I just want to make sure that this isn't going to come off anymore. I think it works. I may have to put a little ink over here so that it tones it down, that orange down a little. But it does make sense. There. I do have a little mixed media that I want to do in here as well. I want to put some stencils in here, and I want to play with some texture paste and stuff, but not today. And that is not for today. That is for a different day. Today is just for putting all this ephemera in here and getting it that far done. So I made this beautiful flip outs, fold out accordion flip outs in an envelope, and then it's a pocket on this side, so there's more right here. This is a recipe card that I used my vintage typewriter for. Hi, Angel Crafty. How are you? I am in Canada, and you're in Indiana. So I don't know where I want to put this. I think I may want to put this down as a, like, where you can flip it up and down. I kind of like that idea. So that I'm pretty much going to use the piece of fabric as the flip, so then the fabric will flip over to the other side of the page. But look over here, how beautiful is that page? What happens if I put it over here? Or like this, and we flip it down. I'm just testing out to see which page it would look the best on. I know that I want to use it as the flip out. You're from Indiana too, Nancy? Thank you, Angel Crafty. Well, there's me, lone man out here in Canada. And the rain and the misery, but it's supposed to be really hot next week. So my big job tomorrow is to put my air conditioning in the window. I don't have central air, so I need to deal with the window air conditioner. So there's days where it is just so warm in here. Okay, so now it just flips down. And I have a little piece of this right there. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. I don't know if I like it. I just don't know. I know I don't like it. Gone. Just just don't like it. Okay, that can dry for a moment. I do have other pieces that came in my kit that will work as a little bit better, I think. This would make a beautiful pocket. So I'm just using my whale tab punch, and I'm just going to cut a little thumb hole. I am never overly concerned if it is even on both sides. I haven't figured out how to make it even on both sides. I'm getting better. Eyeballing is getting better. So I'm hoping by the time that I am done today that my table is almost clean. Wouldn't that be wonderful? Oh my god, I can't wait. I want to start on something new, but I'm still working on the Lavender and Coffee journal, and I just want to get all this ephemera that I've made into it. That's pretty. I want something on here to give it a little bit of interest. Let's use a math page. A little bit of math to go behind it. I put it right there. Just to break up that page a little bit. Do I need? I don't need to ink this. This is like antique. This is an antique book, an antique math book. Which page do I like? Which side do I like better? I think I like this side better. What else did I do? I went garage sailing last week and thrift stores, and because for us it was a long weekend last week, and I guess in the States it's a long weekend this weekend. It is. Is it Memorial Day on Monday? Oh yeah, that works. Like that. And then with that on it, I need something else there. Let's use some more of that music paper. I'll put that right there. So Nancy, how many of the paper dolls have you made, or are you keeping them all in the binder? Yeah, that helped. I want something else. I want something right here. But I may just grab um, like a little decoration or something. Like, why don't I grab? No. Ugh, this feels very overwhelming. Can I say that? Does that um, make me sound bad? And you keep them all in the binder. I think it is absolutely fantastic. So how many dolls do you have? Like, do you have like really, really vintage ones too? Or like, is that something that you're always looking for? I like this. This is kind of simple, but it's so pretty. I love these colors. Um, found these images and then I kind of altered them a little bit and it just turned into beautiful, beautiful um, set. And it just kind of happened that way. Why don't I put this one? Because this has a pocket right here. Why not put this one right there as a kind of a tuck spot? Or I can even make it into a side tuck right there, just like that. Or a small belly band. I don't know. You know what? I can just glue the bottom down. Like if I just glue the bottom down, then you can tuck stuff behind it. It's not going to go anywhere. I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm just putting glue like just on the bottom part. And then I'm going to put it in there so that the stuff sticks sort of out from the top. These tags were so much fun to make. Oh, yes, you are. Yeah, like a big collection of antique and vintage dolls. You are very lucky. Um, I don't remember ever having um, paper dolls as a child. I don't know if I did. I'm gonna have to ask my mom. Okay, I want to get rid of this envelope here. So I have this envelope that I kind of did slightly different from the other one, but it is really pretty. So I can tuck this one in here. Let's see. Where do I want it? Maybe right there. Let's stick it right there. And then it has, oh, this needs to go, there we go. So if I stick this here, I can turn this into a pocket, then it flips over, and then it kind of matches the paper here. And I made this paper by like this was all tea and coffee dyed, and then I put strawberries and raspberries on it, and the juice from the strawberries and raspberries turned kind of a lilac uh, lavender color. So it just looks really pretty right beside the actual lavender. So just putting some glue on here. Little glue right here on the edge. And then I can close this up. Stick it right to the edge of the page. And then I have another pocket. I don't know how comfy it is to have a pocket right there, but it'll work. There's lots of room. This journal moves very easy, so I have made it so that it is actually usable. Or I hope I've made it so that it is actually usable. I wasn't sure if I had put stuff upside down. I am so good at doing stuff upside down. My little journal there, I put it upside down. I have one panel that's upside down, and yeah. I believe now it's 2 panels that are upside down because I put it on wrong. But what can you do? So then I have this pocket. Do I want to put this here? That works with the feathers. It's very pretty. You need to find my video of me making the paper. Which paper? Can you tell me? Because I can tell you which video it is. But I need to know which paper we're talking about. If we're talking about the paper with the strawberries, I didn't record that. And I wish I had, but it was kind of one of those things. I had all this paper that I had been dyeing, and then I had strawberries, and I just kind of threw the strawberries into the paper. The paper that I have in the journal. I don't know. What do I have one, I know there's one video where that didn't do what I wanted it to do. I will, Angel Crafty, I will link it in the description. Hold on, let me just see if maybe I can find it quickly. I do have some paper dyeing videos, and this is coming, like this paper is all come together from different videos. However, this paper I did not record when I was making this. The only thing I recorded was how purple my hands were at the end of it. But I will find where the video is. Just a second. I will tell you what it's called. Does that help? Just a second. Because it's from a little while ago. Probably, like I think I did it. So the journal itself, I started Lavender and Coffee journal build. It is from about a month ago, and it'll be in the 100-day project. And it was day 97. That's kind of when this all started. And then I have a big one where I'm dyeing so much paper, and I'm actually experimenting with different things. So I am experimenting with coffee, tea, turmeric and infusions, but I may not be able to find where I put that. It is from further back than I thought. Dyeing paper for my journals. There it is. That's what it's called. Dyeing paper for my journals. It is from 7 months ago. And it should be in a playlist. So I'll tell you which playlist it is in. Well, here, maybe I can tag you in it. Would that work? I'm trying. Doesn't always work properly. Nope, doesn't want to do it. I can't tag you in that, but that's where the video is. I closed the whole window and everything, so it didn't work. But that's where it is. That's what it's called. And I know like there's lots like with coffee and tea and just that these pages, I know like there's a lot that I did not record like, because if I were to record everything, I would pretty much have a camera attached to me all the time. And I don't think my boss would like that. So this week was kind of the first time, like the last 2 weeks, where I'm really openly saying that, yes, I have a YouTube channel and I'm very busy on the weekends because that is what I do. And I don't know why I've never really said it out loud. It's not anything that I am ashamed of or need to be ashamed of because, it's a lot of fun. There's the second pocket. Yeah, I will try to link you in it, but it'll have to be after I am done. Okay, that one is in there. Let's see. Let's put some envelopes in there. Let's just get this stuff out of my way and in here. What did I want to do with this? Because I think I wanted to turn it into a belly band. And turn this into a belly band somehow. And everybody needs a panda in their journal. So I have a panda in my journal. I can put this one right there. So it has a tiny belly band, but then I can turn it into like a bigger belly band right here too. And it has a pocket. But it is actually just an envelope. And I made this with my granddaughter. Yeah, and I would love to do a bigger paper dyeing video, but I am always pressed for time, or not pressed for time. I am always pressed for space on where to dry the paper. So it's going to be a little easier in the summer when I don't have, like I would have paper everywhere throughout my apartment, and that gets a little awkward. So belly band right here, pocket right here. pocket right here, and then a belly band right here. But I can definitely tell you how I dyed the coffee dyed paper. I just made a really strong solution of instant coffee, and then I threw coffee grinds on it, like ground, actually not coffee grinds, ground coffee. I threw it on there and just let it sit for quite a while. And then when I pulled it out, I just threw it in piles down, and it started oxidizing just beautifully. I have never been able to do that before, so I don't know if that was the combination of the coffee grinds or what it was, but it was just giving me a beautiful effect. And I wished now that I had done something, like I had put it on camera, but I just didn't. I think I want to cut this one in half and make it a page edge. Or do I want to fold it in half and put it on both sides? No, I think I want to cut it in half if I can. It is pretty stiff. So this is a snippet roll. So when was it? 2 weeks ago? I was at my daughter's and I'm talking with my granddaughter, and she says, yeah, Oma, next time I am at your place, I want to make yo-yos with you. And I said, excuse me? She goes, yeah, I want to make yo-yos with you. And I was like, you mean like the fabric yo-yos? And she goes, yeah. Oh, okay. She's 7, or she'll be 7 in September. So. Oh, that would be really smart. Yeah. I have not been that smart. I am just dealing with things as they're coming up. But I love throwing my paper outside in the summer. So that's when I try to get as much dyeing done as I can. Do you do pottery too? So yeah, she is going to be staying with me for a little while. So there will be a big yo-yo making session coming up where I'm probably going to be doing a full slow tutorial, because I'll have to teach her how to do it, and I will record it. I have pottery. I think I took pottery class in high school, so you know, that was last year, wasn't it? So this is a snippet roll that I just cut in half, and I just threw some string on it and some postage stamps, and I think it's just really cool, because when I made the envelope here, I told the story of the lady, my lady, who owns the lavender farm, and she has a beau somewhere, and he is in a different country, probably in the States. That's why she has all these postage stamps from the United States. And he writes her letters, because he can no longer be in Canada, because even though it's from like the postmark is from Kamloops, there's now all the United States postage stamps. Don't ask. This is the stories that I tell myself when I am working on this stuff. So here I have just a regular envelope that I put lace on both sides. So there's a pocket on this side and there's a pocket on this side. And I think I can put this, if I put this, needs to go on this side of the paper. Will it look okay against, oh, it actually does look okay against that. Look at that. That looks really cool. I like how that looks, that because all the lavender is in against that mauve, or it's not really mauve, it's more like a pinky whatever that paper turned into. Um, but the lavender that is in here looks really good against it. That was my story that I came up with. I just thought it was funny, and there's days where I just let my imagination go, and this time I allowed my imagination to go freely and captured it. Right there. Oh, hi, Marlon Haley. Well, welcome to my channel. Are you just watching? Are you crafting? What are you, what do you like to do? I think this index card, I know I did that with avocado dye. That would look really nice in there, and then that tones down the pink a little bit more. So I don't know how much actual decorating I'm going to be able to do tonight. I am giving it a really good shot. Where did I put the page edge? I just put it in here. Now I can't find it. It's in that one. Let's put this one on this side. Yeah, that actually looks really cool. Look, there's a little piece of orange that came in here, and then there's that orange spot right there in the snippet roll. So if I put this piece right here, it's taking all the lavender and the purples from here and from the page, and then it's picking up that little piece of orange too. So that is exactly where that piece is going. And you would almost think I had planned it that way, but I sure did not. I'm just sticking this on the edge of the page. Yeah, that looks cool. I like it. It doesn't, not every page has to be super decorated. At least I don't believe so. I always want to leave a little bit of space for later. Do I want to make a pocket out of this? I could. But then, I don't know. I just don't know. I like this too. What if I go like that, and then I get like kind of a double pocket? I could do that. Or I could go up there. Do I only have one of these? I think I only have one of those. Ugh. Let's see. Let's make this the same size, the same width. That at least gets me a starting point. there. Let's grab the ink. And I'm just using vintage photo. I kind of go in between. I go from vintage photo to walnut stain to what's it called? Scorched timber. And those are usually the three that I use the most. Do I like it like that? Or do I want to go kind of like that? I think I like that better. I do. I'm stuck. I don't know. What do you guys think? Help? I don't know what to do. I know I want some lace in there. Now I'm just going to throw everything at it because I don't know what to do. Taking some lace, and this lace I made in the along with all this paper. And because I kept trying and I kept testing and I kept trying to go top, this on the top like that. Yeah. So I kept going and going and going, and eventually I had something that I liked. I want this lace to kind of look a bit ratty and torn. Let's just rip a piece off of it, and then I can put a little bit on here and then turn that into pockets. Yeah. Maybe I can put this right along the top. That would look better. Okay, I'm just sitting here mumbling at myself. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. So I'm going to start by putting a little bit of glue right on the top here. And then I can put the lace right into that. And I don't know if you guys know, but lace has a front and a back. So I'm always making sure that I have the front. And the front usually has the design embroidered on it. Maybe it will stick. Just maybe. Let's take a little piece of ribbon. And I think I may take a dark purple because that way it's not also sweet. And I'm going to find my 3-in-1 glue because now I've got a little bit too much on the go here. So I'll need to use something that's a little stronger. So I just want to make it look as if the ribbon is holding the lace to the paper. Oh, I'm so glad I'm not the only one that does that, talking to myself. And you know, the more intense it gets, the more mumbly it becomes. That works. That was a good idea. there and there. Just stay put. Do not move. It might need something else, but I'm not sure what just yet. So this can go right there. And it needs a little ink. Forgot to ink that yet. And I think I want to round the corners as well, because, you know, it's just so straight cornered right now. Just a little one. I didn't think I needed new glue, but I think I do need new glue. I think I need new 3-in-1 glue. So I ordered all my my mixed media stuff. So I got some new Distress Oxide colors coming. And as I am reviewing the order afterwards, of course, after you order it, I discovered that I had ordered 2 Lost Shadow sprays. So I had to contact the store and say, you know, I love the color, but I only need one. So thankfully I needed some other colors as well. So I was able to just swap it out for something different. Thankfully I know them, so they didn't. They were really good about it. And that's why I like to order from a store that I know they have wonderful customer service rather than ordering it from Amazon or anything like that. I don't even think I'm paying more through the Paper and Ink Boutique than I would be through Amazon. Oh, I don't mind this at all. What do you think? Yeah, I like this. I know I have some little embellishments that can go on there. Oh, they're right here. Do you think that's going to be too big? Would that be too much? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I kind of like how it looks, but it's going to make it pretty bulky because that's. I have something else. Why not just this button? Oh, let's just do that button. That's cute. And I want some of this behind it. Thank you. Well, thanks for your help, you guys. That makes it a little easier. Kind of like the green. Let's add a little green in here. Can be a little smaller still. Let's rip some threads off of it. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Glue. And put glue on the button. Oh, I like it. Yeah. Simple. Very simple. See, little by little, I'll get there. I have another one of these. So I need to go back into this one. And I can put this right here, I think. And I think I can decorate this one up a little bit. What did I do with the other one? There. Let's round the corners off. I love the colors of this lavender and coffee kit. It just came out just perfect. That sandstone look with the lavender. The farmhouse and everything was based on pictures that I had in my photo albums. That's really what everything was based on. And so I feel pretty lucky that I get to use memories and all of that to create the digital kits. That way. I think so, yeah. Want to use this as well, but I don't know how, where, or when. Let's see. What if I put some lace on here? Now I'm just testing. And then put the paper on it, like that. Yep. I don't need a lot of lace, just a little. And then let's rip it and distress it a little bit. And because this is pretty old lace from like someone was making clothes and she had all this lace sitting around, so it's not the newest, and that's why it's ripping easily. Normally lace does not rip that easy. Let's throw this on here. So this is all actually white lace that I dyed with Easter egg dye and distress oxide sprays and dilution sprays. And Angel Crafty, when you find my videos, you will see my incredibly purple hands. So what is everybody working on? Angel, are you working on something? Are you working on a project? I know Nancy is making cards right now. I am finishing the lavender and coffee, or not finishing it. Oh my goodness, I am not going to be finishing this today. I've never seen. I had to go to work with hands that were like that color purple, and it was really bad. You know, the villainous potion color from Tim Holtz, the deep, deep purple, and then combine that with some burgundy. Yeah, that's kind of the color that my hands were, was pretty bad. Um, okay, let's see. Trying to keep it somewhat simple for today. I don't want to do a whole lot of mixed media, but I am going to be playing with mixed media on the weekend. You're working on getting your your shed reverted to a craft she shed. Oh, that would be a fun project. That'd be absolutely awesome. This one. So most of these things that I'm putting in right now, I will be converting over the weekend with some, uh, some texture paste and some sprays, and trying to like make it look a little bit more interesting. But I have to get it all in first. So that is what I'm doing right now. Okay, I have my pocket that I made when I was making the first paper doll. Um, Apparently, she went on vacation again. I keep putting her in places and then I can't find her again. So, this is the pocket that I made for this paper doll. But this paper doll is going to go on the cover, and the pocket is going to stay inside the journal. So this is actually a really cool pocket. It's like an origami kind of pocket. And it's a full page, a full size, letter size page that I folded into a pocket. And I can glue it down and then you can use it. But it needs to go on a purple page because it looks better there than it does right there. Let's see. Well, why don't I put it that there? No, but I can put it in here, right here. Look at this music paper. It has all the notations on it from someone else. So if I put it there and then I grab, oh, I have this scarf. I can put some of that behind it maybe to peek out. Yeah. Are you going to share with us what you're turning your she shed into, um, like when it's done? Let's put this down. Oops. Put that in there. Oh, all these decisions constantly. Some days that is so much fun, and then there's other days where I wish someone else would make these decisions for me. But I think that would work. Um, I'm going to put, this is the back. This is the front. Sorry, again, talking to myself. So I'm just going to put a little glue right on the edge here so I can put the lace into the glue. And I'm again checking to make sure that the lace is on the front side. There. And yeah, I think that's good. Okay. Oh, what do I have hanging off of my glue? Stuff. The glue picked up every strand of everything. So I'm going to try and keep the glue contained to just that one section of the paper so that the paper has a little bit of room to move. And then there's also glue right here, which I am right now removing because I don't want glue there. Okay. Let's put this down. That, and it should still open all the way. Well, that was wishful thinking, wasn't it? What did I do wrong? Oh, I know. I glued the lace to the pocket, so I made sure that the top stayed good, but yeah, I forgot that. I had already glued the lace to the back, so the back is now being held with that. But you can still open this up and use it, and you can use it as a pocket right here as well. That was not supposed to happen. Okay. Let's put some labels on here. Let's decorate it up a little bit. I have my lavender pouch right there. From paper crafts to hats, mugs, and towels with sublimation print and press. Oh, interesting. Is that what you're turning your she shed into? Like what you're going to be working on in your she shed? Oh, that is really cool. So you're changing your whole crafty thing around then? Do you guys use 3-in-1 glue? Does yours seep out from the top as well? Ugh, gross. Oh, isn't that everybody's house? Once you are a crafter, there is probably stuff everywhere. So, am I making a mistake if I glue this down? This still turns, but I have to make sure that I don't glue this down to the bottom. Okay. So I just need glue on the top half here. Right there. Where my ball of yarn go? Stuck it in a jar. Because I think I can do a little bit of this behind there. I try to keep my stuff contained as much as I possibly can, but I am going to be destashing a little bit because I can't keep pulling everything in here and then thinking that I'm going to have room for all of it. So that is coming soon. I'm destashing my some paper and stuff. And I don't know if the best way to do that is through Etsy or like, do you guys have experience with that? Does anybody who is watching right now have experience with that? Would it be better through like a buy and sell group, or would that be better through a through Etsy? Oh, I like that. Or do I want to put a button on there as well? No. I don't know if I have buttons here. I just had that one, I think. I think I want this to be a little rattier, so I'm going to fold it up, crumple it up, and then ink those crumples up or the fold lines. There we go. Oh, I'm trying to hold on to it and throwing it everywhere. Using WhatsApp. Oh, I don't know if I want to use WhatsApp to start selling. I don't know if I am knowledgeable enough to use WhatsApp to do that. I think that's a better way of saying it. I worked so hard on getting a bow made and then I just cut it off. What else do I have? Why not? I never fussy cut the corners off. It is not my favorite thing to do. So let's just stick this little piece on there and then there's another page done. And I think it still opens and closes. Ah, okay, good. At least I was successful for part of it. Okay, now I have these thingies, and these are really like to go into a pocket. I think. Still have my recipe card too. What if I just put it down like that and use it as a tuck? Let's see where it would look the best. I'm trying not to put everything in one spot. Put it right there. That would work. I think. I think it needs to go to the other signature, not the other journal, the other signature. I still love this page. Just absolutely love it. It just kind of just fell together. But yeah, something has to give. When I went to a garage sale last week, I came out of there with 6 vintage math books. So I have math paper, like, math equations and everything, lots and lots and lots of it, which is fantastic. I am not complaining, and it is beautiful paper, but I do have to put the book somewhere and I don't know where. So I'm thinking I may just have to take it all apart and then start selling it and just keep what I want to keep. Let's see, what else do I have? I have the tags here. I want to do something with the butterflies. Oh, I think I know what I want to do with the butterflies. Let's find a page. This one? Let's do this one. Let's do this one right here. So I think I want to use the butterflies, kind of wrap them around the page edge. Like back and forth. Would that work? Don't know if that would work. Oh, goodness. Oh, do you guys want to see what I was working on last weekend? Let me know. Let me know if you want to see. I can maybe do this. Just struggling here with what I want to do with the butterflies. I know I want to do something with the butterflies. I just don't know what. But they're so beautiful purple. But they're white on the other side. That's where my problem comes in. So what if I put a page tab right here on the end? I could do that. Huh. Well, I'll just do it like this. I am going to do super simple. That's one. Whoops. And let's see if I can get a second one out of there. Nope. Doesn't want to do it. Come on. I'm trying not to waste any of the paper. So now it's just falling around. Come on. There. Now it just went straight in. There. Whoops. So I can ink around this. And give it some ink on this side as well. And I don't have to do anything else because it has the watercolor on there. My phone is yelling at me that I didn't plug it in again. There. So I can put one side like that. Glue. Okay, so I'm just going to stick this in there and line it up just like that. Let's see if we have a little label that can go right there. Ha, perfect. There's so many labels in this kit, and since I love making, or since I love using labels, I am not crazy about making them. But I do love using them, so that's why there's so many in there. I have the biggest ones. You guys can only see like a little bit of this. Um, I'll lift up the camera in a second and show you what I have around me and why I am really getting a little confused and overwhelmed. There. Okay. Let me lift that up and see if you can see what is happening here. I mean, I have to hold that down. I don't know. Can you see the giant mess that I have here around me? There is stuff seriously everywhere. My whole desk is covered, and it is crazy. Okay, put this back where it was. Just stupid. But once you start decorating, there is a lot of, well, Nancy, yeah. Um, I think I'm a little spread out this weekend. I have to install the air conditioner, and the window that it's going in is right here above my desk. So I may have to move my whole desk over for the summer. Um, and I'm not looking forward to that. The last thing I want to do is do like a seasonal craft room move. Um, but I'm also thinking that having the air conditioning blowing all over the camera all the time is not going to be very good either. So I don't know how I'm going to fix this problem yet. Do I want to put it there, or do I want to put it there? I think right there. And these are like, I printed these off when I started junk journaling a couple of years ago, and I didn't really know what I was doing, so I was just printing stuff off on regular paper. So now it is really just good for embellishments and nothing really all that much. Now I usually print everything on a little bit heavier paper than that. Let's just make like an edge of butterflies. I'm pretty sure everybody's desk has looked like that before. It is not my favorite thing. I would love to be able to be organized, and I'm just not. And it's driving me crazy. So I'm hoping that this weekend I might be able to finally get everything organized in a way where it makes sense to me. I'm still like, I've moved everything around so many times now that um, I just want to find the right spot. Oh, I have a really cute little one right here. Oh, that's cute. any other ones that I want to use? Oh, that one's pretty too. Maybe that one wants to be right there. Doesn't want to fly independently. Maybe it wants to be on the other page. Maybe it does. Maybe it wants to play with that one. I think. Yep. That's what's happening. So yeah, this is just regular copy paper. It is the flimsiest stuff in the world. But I am determined to use it up before throwing it out. Do I enjoy fussy cutting? No, I do not. But I do it, and I do lots of it because, you know, you're going to have to watch the paper doll video tomorrow if you want to know if I like fussy cutting. Let me show you how small some of the stuff got to be for tomorrow. That's a glass. So I do lots of fussy cutting, and I usually put a movie on or a TV show or whatever, and then I cut for a few hours. So my fingers will hurt, my hand will hurt. I feel like I have a permanent indent in my in my thumb right there. But how pretty is that? It's teeny tiny little glass. The 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 whole paper doll series is starting to be something that I'm really enjoying. Well, that's what I'm thinking too. Fussy. I'm thinking it was it was a cuss. Um, like whoever came up with the idea, but you know, I do like when it's all done. I really like it, and then um, I try to use all of it. So I never want to let any of the things that I've cut out go to waste. So that's why I want to use all these butterflies as well. There. I kind of like this, but I don't know why. It's just kind of cute. I think I want to make like a lace pocket on the bottom here. What do I have that I can make that out of? I've got some file folder pieces here. What if I take some lace and upholster the file folder and then make a lace pocket right there? Let's see, how big does it need to be? About yay big. And I have no idea where I put my big scissors either, so that's why I'm using my itty bitty fussy cut scissors right now, because I don't know where I put my big scissors. And I'm going to give it a nice bit of inking. Let's give it a good bit of inking. so that it looks a little better. There, and I'll do that later somewhere else too. And then, where did that lace go? It's right here. And take some of this lace and kind of upholster it. The amount of glue that has seeped out of this bottle is just kind of gross. Okay. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue right along there. Put this on there. And then I'm just trying not to waste any of the lace by putting it along the back. So that's why I'm just using little bits. Well, maybe it is just going to stay like that. And I'll take these. And, you know, I'm pretty sure I have the lace upside down. Maybe. I think I do, but it's okay. Let's put some glue on there so I can stick it to the page. Eek. So I think it's tricky with it being so light for a long time. I have to really watch the time. There, and then I have one of the labels. Let's take this one. And I can stick that right in there. Ta-da! Or not one of the labels, one of the tags. I love these tags. They just came out really nicely. And it's so easy when you have all this do I have other hobbies? I don't really have time for other hobbies. I love to, like, crafting is definitely my favorite thing to do. But I lean very much towards mixed media and towards painting and coloring and drawing and all of that. So that is if I have time for just me to do something, then that's what I do. Like last week, I was working on, well, I'm kind of playing with an idea of creating some fairies because I want to make a fairy journal, but I haven't figured out how I'm going to do that. So I have some fairies that I've made, that I've created, and so they're all line work. So I painted them in with watercolors last week just to see if that would work, because this is on this is photo paper. So I wanted to see if I could use photo paper for watercoloring, and then if I can scan it. So I haven't tried to scan it yet, but I think it should work. And these, I just love these fairies. So what I did was I started with a picture from of my granddaughter, and she is the inspiration for the fairies. And I'm wanting to make something for her. So that's like, because like I've said, she wants to make a journal, and I think having something with all the fairies in there would be something that she would really love, and I think she would recognize herself in them. So that's kind of what I am working on. I'm trying to figure out on what I'm going to do with it. So that is like, if I am just doing something for just me, yes, that is what I'm doing. Um, Other than that, no, not really. Not anything fantastic. I love arts and crafts and all of that. And then if I am not crafting, then I'm with my grandkids. It is what it is. Okay. I think the butterflies decided to fall on the floor. I can feel them fluttering around my feet. I want to find another page that I can put some butterflies down. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, it would be really cool right here in that great big coffee spot. Like that. And I can put this one right there. And then we can play with some more butterflies. Yeah, so right now my everything is kind of all about working on a bunch of digitals, because I have a couple of journals that I want to make, and to make those journals I need the kits. And that's like, I kind of design what I want, and what I need. So I usually look at like, okay, what kind of journal do I want to make, and what do I want to use in that? And um, I have a really hard time finding things that I like. Well, Sherry, thank you so much. I'm going to have to. So you're talking like a pair of scissors like this, which would make total sense because it would have more protection on the hand, right? Is that what we're talking? Is that what you're talking about? As opposed to these teeny tiny ones that are kind of just digging into your hand. Yeah. You know, I think you might be, you are right, and I need to look into that. Thank you so much. But do you, Sherry, do you find that it is just as easy to do the fussy cutting with the long blade, or do you have trouble at that point? They cut much nicer. Oh, well, I am going to have to try it. I am going to town tomorrow, and I am going to find myself a pair of fussy cut scissors. probably Monday, but yeah. Yeah, I like that. I still haven't made more clusters, but I just haven't gotten there. That means I have to pull out the sewing machine and do all that. Oh, look at this one. That one's pretty. And that one. This one's pretty dramatic purples. I like it. Move the paper. Always move the paper, not the scissors. Yeah. Except that like sometimes I have like, can I? I don't want to show you guys what I'm working on. So for example, if I have these birds, right? I want to get right into the beaks and in between everything, and um. Oh, you're so very welcome. Thank you for the tip on the scissors. Like, but can you like get like right into the corner without cutting like the half the beak off? Like I know that yes, like that's you just have to be careful. So I I ink every piece that I fussy cut. Um, and I do that so that I lose the white edges. I don't know if everybody else does that too, but I really like it. And it just kind of gives everything just a beautiful edge. I always find like if you don't fussy cut, like it just doesn't look finished. But you do need like a really, or I find that I need like a really juicy um, thingamajiggy. That's my very technical term for that. It's a thingamajiggy. And which one didn't I do yet? That one is done. That one is done. I think I've got them all. I think I want some. Oh, I have this hanky here. I have a hanky. Yeah, no, this is actually a book page. So I cut this straight out of a book. For me, I would usually print it off of on cardstock. Like the lightweight Michaels cardstock is usually what I like to use, or a heavier copy paper. So like a 32-pound paper is great for fussy cutting. This is not too bad, but it is pretty flimsy. These, however, is really just regular copy paper. Yeah, can I put that in there? I don't know if that would look right. It just doesn't. It doesn't feel right to me. But I have coffee dyed. No, it takes away from that big stain. I'm sorry. I am very indecisive right now on what I want to do. I think I'm just going to stick them straight to the page again. And the other reason that regular copy paper is just not that good is because the lighter weight your paper is, the more chance you have that the paper is going to wrinkle when you put glue on it. But you know, when you start out, you just have to learn all that. So now I am just working my way through all this stuff that I have fussy cut because I don't just want to waste it either. I like that. It's a little dramatic butterflies. There. I want a green one right there. I just want to balance it off with a green one. I just saw this color and I was like, that's the exact right color to match with all the purple. Oh, Angel, anytime, every Friday, I will be here. I hope to see you again too. Next week, I will be probably still working in this, and then I will be finishing it up because for the month of June, I want to go into the garden. Not literally, but I want to work on a garden journal. So I don't know if you guys have seen. I haven't even printed it off myself yet. My botanical kit. It's the wildflowers of North America, and like I've printed bits and pieces, but I haven't printed it off in its entirety to use. But it is really cool and pretty, and I can't wait to work with it and do something fun. And I believe that it's going to be a little golden book that I'm going to work on. How would it look if I put that button right there? Can I do that? Why can't I do that? I'm going to. I need my hole punch. Let's see. So that is what I will be working on for June. And I hope you guys will all join me for that because I think it'll be fun. I know I have somewhere. I've seen it. This really big, I have this really big needle. Do you think I can find it? Oh gosh, no. Heck no. I can't even find a regular needle, let alone a great big one. That was not cool. I was trying to look for something and the whole thing fell off. It's okay. There was nothing breakable in it. There it is. Sorry about that. I'm breaking down the place. Usually on Saturday, after I am done a live stream on Friday, it looks like a bomb has exploded. And I have a lot of work that needs to be done to get back to normal. Because I just kind of throw things around me. Let's see if I can get this into the button. I saw this big button laying there and I thought, why not? through here. There we go. Whoops. There. Now I'll put an actual solid knot in there to get it to stay in place. I'm not sure if it's raining or if that's just wind. I don't know. Bow. There. What? That's a different page tab. I like it though. So I want to put something on here to cover up that. And I think I can just put like a little label on there. That one. Do I have something that is a little bit better than that? There's one. Lavender de Provence. Right there. Perfect. I should have put scissors like that into my order from the Paper and Ink Boutique today, but I didn't. So now I just have to go to town and see if I can find it here in Brandon, or if I need to go somewhere else. Let's use some of my really bright purple to stick right there. I'm pretty sure I can find something at Michael's for scissors. I'm very limited for craft stores. Unfortunately. It never bothered me that we didn't have a fantastic craft store until I moved to Calgary for a couple of years. And then I came back and I realized that, yeah, there's just nothing here that fits the bill. So I make do with every now and again big order, as opposed to wandering in and picking up a spray here and there. Yeah, I like that. And that looks really cute on this side too, because now you can see the lace behind the button. Let me show you. I think I need to turn the big light on here. There. I think it is visible. Can I put, I can still take that off? I can. Oh, bonus. Okay, let's put this down over top of that lace. There we go. There. I think this is going to be a little bit more of a project than I thought it was going to be. But it is slowly starting to come together. I'm not huge, because I am going to be listing this journal in my Etsy shop. I don't want to do crazy decorating in here because it's not for me. So if it was just for me, I would go a little bit further. But I just don't think that huh. Sorry, I will finish that thought. I just don't think that if I want to sell it, that it is a great idea to have everything decorated completely in my taste. So that is why I'm being a little bit conservative with it, as opposed to going all out with the mixed media and all that. I am going to use my stencils through here. Um, you know, of course I am. I have that one in there. It's really coming together. Would this tone this down? Or would that be still too much? No, I think it does tone it down a little bit. It's funny how the actual lavender tones down this more pinkish lavender. Um, and it's really pretty actually. So I can turn this into a tuck, a side tuck. And then this will be like a flip out pocket again. Okay. Glue. All right. And everything that I am putting in here right now for finished ephemera, so the envelopes and these pockets, anything that I am just putting in there and it is already done, there's a video on it. There's a few of them. Let's see. Oh, this is beautiful paper. I don't know if I want to cover anything up on these 2 pages. Like this is a beautiful coffee dye paper. And then there is the infusions paper right here that just turned out so beautiful that I just want to leave it exactly as is. I may just put like a little side tuck in there, or maybe a tuck right there. Oh, let's put a tuck right there. Don't want to put a little lace behind it, or oh, let's use a little fabric behind it. Why not? I have this lavender fabric. And I can just take a little piece of it. Oh, maybe, maybe not. Doesn't want to rip. I prefer to rip it because then you get really pretty frayed edges. But then everything is a little staticky, and with with all the glue on my fingers, I am now stuck with all these threads stuck to my fingers. All right. So I can do it like this. I think I just figured it out. Like that. And then put it right there. And that will make a beautiful tuck, just like that. I need a little glue. No, I need ink first. So this paper is ripped. I don't care. I want it to be ripped and a little bit more organic, so all good. So I'm going to put this in first. Come on, glue. I didn't put my glue back upside down. Put it the right way up. There. And I'm giving it quite a bit of glue so that it is going to be stuck down nicely. Because if you want to stick stuff behind it, then you want it to be pretty solid. Okay, stick that down. Then take the 3-in-1 glue again, and I want it right there. Come on, glue. Just cooperate with me just for a moment. Just making sure that everything is well attached. I don't want anything to fall apart. There, and I have some lovely ladies here that I can stick right there. Maybe a little bit further down. Yeah, they're pretty. I'm pretty sure I made these in a video too, but that's a while ago. I think I made these during when I was working on my sewing journal. So that was October-ish, I think. There we go. So that's a tuck right there. So you can take, let's take the tag. You can just stick it right in there and it'll stay down. One more done. And then I put it on the pretty paper. What else do I have here? Oh, goodness. I want to put something on there so that it is more of a solid piece. I think so. And I think this Sel de Lavande is perfect for that. So I'm just going to cut the little corners off. Ink around it. And grab a little glue. I was trying to get it to all make sense. So that means I have to bring color back together. just like that. It works. And again, like because it has the lavender colored eyelet, it kind of works. It just works. This is a little journal spot that I made. That is, if I glue this down like that, it's kind of like the other origami pocket, but then just a little spot. What if I put it down as a tuck spot and then you can fold it out? You can use it for journal space. And you can use it as a pocket and as a tuck. That would be beautiful. So yeah, like I know I don't want to put too much on these pages, but I do want to have them be functional. So if I just put a small decoration on the bottom, then it is functional and um, it is still not taking anything away from the page itself. There. I like. You loved the cover of my journal. Which cover? Sorry. This one? Or just the plain cover on the journal right now? Do you see what's happening? Like, there's lots of space in here still. Like, I made this journal to be pretty full, but yeah, like she is starting to chunk out. I did think of a closure this time though. Look what I have. These are sleeve upholders thingies, and so I think this would be really cool closure because you can clip this right on here. Let's see if I can get that to work. Just like that. And then clip this. Let's get it in the same spot so it's not hanging too much. Just like that. Let me fix that one piece because it's not sitting right. And it will keep it together. And it gives it lots of space. But look how pretty that is. And there's a lot of room in here still. It's just not happy right now because there's all the stuff being put into it. But I thought that was a really cool closure for this journal. I have two of them. So I think next week I will work on putting a topper on here. I want to do something similar to this, but then with her. She is going to be the main character for this journal. And of course, like now I am looking at it and I'm like, oh, but what if I do this, this, and this, and a little of this? Let's see. Oh, I definitely like that part. I want a little bit more than that though. That's too much. That one would work. I may have to find one that's, oh, that one's pretty fine. It has a really old tarnished button there, and then some tulle and just fabric rosettes. The one thing that I really love doing is making rosettes and yo-yos. So all of these are all made out of that. I think I want a pocket on here. So I have lots of things that I want to do for the cover. For example, I have all these buttons. Oh, no, that one I don't like. Oh, I am just thinking really out loud. So I have all these buttons. These are absolutely fabulous buttons. I've used some inside the journal already. But I think I might just make something with, look at these. Like they're enamel buttons. Look at these. They're so cool. And then that one. If I make something where I create a pocket and I sew the buttons on there, so they're it's kind of going to be, let me put all of this aside and see what I can come up with. Okay. This needs to go over here for a moment. But I do want to pull the scarf out because I think I want to start with the scarf. Because I need something to sew everything onto. And this is how ideas start, right? Like, here's kind of just playing around, trying to figure out what am I going to do? How am I going to do this? And then all of a sudden it's like, well, how about I sew buttons onto something and create a pocket that way? I was trying to find something fairly solid that I can put this onto. So this is a purple piece. I don't know. I'm thinking. Anyway, it'll happen. So if I start with this and then I put some cardstock behind it, I'll have to get some fairly heavy cardstock, upholster it, right, with the fabric like that. And then where I want to stick all the buttons on there, but I want to sew them all on there so they're all attached with thread. How cool would that be? And then I'm just trying this out. Okay, so if I make something like that, and then let's see if I can put it back on top of here. Let's see. So we have her, we have thing. And then if I put this all on there, oh, I think that is really cool. I think that is really cool. What if I turn that? What if I make that an envelope? Oh, where did I put the envelopes that I dyed? Oh, right there. So I have some beautiful coffee dyed envelopes. That's too big. Trying everything to get this to look how I want it to look. What if I put the envelope right there? This thing with the buttons right here. The lady goes right on there. It kind of has the coffee part and then the lavender. The buttons have nothing to do with anything. I just think they're cool. This I can probably like fold down a little bit, and that would go over top of it. I don't know. What do you guys think? Any opinions? Any thoughts? Let me just reorganize the buttons now, because now I put them in places where they should be. I kind of like this. I may have to use some mother of pearl buttons or some other ones that I have. Maybe add some beads to it. I can just do like a full embellishment thing, because I can go pretty embellished on this. Like, it's not like it is a busy like it's busy. Like, the colors are pretty neutral and all of that. Oh, I am going to have to work on that. Try and figure it out. I don't know if I like that one. I know that part. And that would work better, but I don't like the button that's on there. What else do I have here? I can make a bow. I have a bunch of bows too. If I remembered where I put them, that would, because a big bow would look really cool there too. May have to make another one. Oh, I don't know. Well, what if? You guys tired of my what ifs yet? Because I keep going, oh, what if I do this? So what if I do that? What if I make a big bow out of this lavender scarf? Put it right there. Or right there. No, I can, well, I can probably make a big bow, but it would go on the back, because the spine also is going to need something. Even though, like, it is absolutely beautiful, because let me show you the spine. It's a very good looking spine. It is straight. The lines are straight. It is completely sewn in straight. There's a little bit of space here, but it is giving it so that it moves very easily. You can see, like, when I'm on this side, it still moves very easy, and it is very solid. But yeah, it easily bends back and forth, so I've given it a lot of space. We need to put something on here for decoration, and I am thinking that maybe the buttons would make a really cool decoration. I just don't know yet. I have all the, like, because we have all the holes from here, I can even, because I use wax thread, I can play with it a little bit. So I can even put some ribbon through it and tie buttons onto the little, like onto the centers. I don't know. There's something that's going to be made out of it, but I don't know what yet. Okay, that's where my thought process is right now, is with these really old buttons. I love using old stuff in my journals. Oops. Throwing them everywhere. So I think that is what I want to do next Friday, is really just finish uh, the the topper and then stuff all the pockets full. By then I will have taken books apart. I have a bunch of other things coming from an auction that can go in it. So I think it'll be cool. It's not just the most amazing envelope. We're so silly. Like, oh look, it's an envelope. It's completely warped and done, but oh, she's so beautiful. I actually think I may put this envelope. And then as soon as I put it down in here, I'm like, yeah, no, I don't like it right there. This is like an envelope that needs to go onto the onto like a pink piece, right? Right there. But I think I want it to be really like this. I think I really want the envelope part showing, because look at that flap. It is just lovely. So I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to stick it in there like that. Because I think it is cool. I have a couple of these. So I'm putting it in as a pocket. And an envelope. And then I can put paper in it, and that will give lots of space for journaling. I may actually, you know what? I should have turned it into a little journal. I should have put like some, well, I can still do that. I can still put some paper in there that you can fold out, and then it can stick just like that. So I need something here that can hold it down. And I am staring at these. Why don't I put this in here, and then you can stick this behind there. So that's a ruffle that I made in another live video. I like that. I need about that much off. I'm just going to see if I can tear that off. Yep. And let's put some glue on here. I'm not putting glue all over because I want to be able to tuck the envelope behind it. So it needs to go just like that. And when I made these ruffles, I had no idea I was going to be working on a lavender journal. So for me to have something that I made before that is purple is actually kind of funny. Well, that worked. Let's see. Let's see if we can decorate that up. Oh, I have these. I'll put one of those on there. Why not? Does that look okay? It doesn't look terrible. I have all these little mini envelopes too. No, that would look better like right there or right there. I can even turn that into like a hidden paper clip or something like that. I have hidden paper clips. I do. I mass made hidden paper clips. Do you think I know where they are? Not a clue. So I have that. I just want to break up the lavender a little bit here and there. Here's a little corner. Nope, not that one. That one. Right there. That would be pretty. The lily of the valley right there. I like that. So I think these are called Valentines. And they're really vintage. The paper is brittle, the whole bit. Like when I was cutting these out, it was not the easiest thing to do. But how cool are they? I got a ton of them. I cook at these kids. That would look cool too. But I'll use those somewhere else. I want the lily of the valley here. Whoops, don't put it sideways. Just like that. Stick it down. Yeah. Well, very simple, but kind of pretty. I have this little strand of leftover. Wasn't sure what to do. I'm not sure what to do with it. I think it's going to stay just like that for now. Maybe put a postage stamp on there. I have 2 postage stamps here. Hey, come on. If I really wanted to put postage stamps on it, I have tons of postage stamps. What? I kind of like it. It kind of balances everything out. I am going to put that right there. Right there. And this one can go right. No, I just put glue on behind there, so can't do that. Well, I messed that up. There, now it's okay. I'll have to find something else. I have to find another stamp that I can put there. What else can I do? I I think a big thing is like the paper that I started with is just beautiful. So it really doesn't need a whole lot of decoration, just because it's already pretty. Huh, I don't know. I am losing my inspiration and I am losing my mojo. I want to put a belly band in, but I want something super simple. And until I figure out how I'm going to do that, I don't know if I should do it. What I want to do is I want to make something that goes on this side and then it wraps around and then you tie it on this side. And so that is what I want to do. Um, I may try that on Monday or Wednesday for my videos. Tomorrow is Paper Doll Saturday. And I can tell you that I love the paper doll for tomorrow. Love, love, love. I don't say that very easily about my own work. I am very critical on my own work. And everything started with this one. Um, Let me see if I can find. Let me see if I can see my paper doll from yesterday or for tomorrow that I finished already. I cannot because then I would be showing you what I am working on tomorrow. But yeah, these are my paper dolls. So little by little, this is starting to turn into a journal. I can't show you this page because that is for tomorrow. But this was last week. So this is the farmer's market. This is Ballroom Beauty. And this is the poodle skirt and jive. And this is turning into the city of the paper dolls. I will be doing 52 paper dolls for the next year. I just want to do a year of paper dolls. And so every week there is a new freebie, and then it's free for a week. And uh, it is a doll with some outfits, and then next week she's no longer free, but then she gets accessories. So she gets either new outfits, or she gets some furniture, or she gets the whole farmer's market in a basket and a car. And like that is kind of where this whole journal is going. And I have a lot of fun with it, and I hope that you will join me and that you create your own city of the paper dolls. Today I worked on my lavender and coffee journal, and that is what I will be doing next week as well. And then I will be finishing it, and then I can list it in my Etsy shop. I've reached the end for today. I am going to tidy up and not tidy it up so far that it's all gone, because I'll probably be working on it this whole weekend. I hope you enjoyed tonight. Thank you very much for watching. Um, if you've stuck with me from 7 o'clock on, I really appreciate it. I love it. I love the Friday nights. I love the community that is starting to grow. People are actually chatting and having, we're having some conversations. And thank you very much to Sherry for the great information on the scissors that I should be using. So that is, I'm going to take that to heart, and I am going to find some scissors that are not hurting my fingers. Do you have any questions? Do you have any comments? That is, I am here. Um, I'm opening the floor up to you guys. Thanks, Nancy. Thank you for joining me. And I will see you tomorrow for the paper dolls. Um, yeah, I've reached the end. I have nothing more to say. If you have comments or questions, let me know. Uh, yes. Nancy, they're laying right here. I am looking at them and I am in love with them. They are so cool. Like I made two. I will give you that much. And there's a reason for that, and that's not a good reason, but there is two of them. Um, I hope you enjoyed tonight. I had a great time. I hope to see you all again next Friday. So, tomorrow, Saturdays are paper doll. Monday, I pull a project that I mass made in March, and I create some ephemera for a journal or something with it. So I'm actually just decorating it and branching out a little bit. Then on Wednesday, I bring out my flower pots and I pull a project out of one and I pull an item out of the other, and I have to marry them together. Uh, do you notice a Wisconsin accent in me? No. I live in Canada, and but I am born and raised in the Netherlands. So if you are hearing an accent, it is definitely a Dutch accent. Um, but not Wisconsin. No, I'm sorry. All right. It is. I think we're rolling on to 10 o'clock. Any other comments or questions? So, yeah. One more week of lavender and coffee, and then I am going to the garden. I I am really looking forward to working on something different. It's funny, like I'm really excited when I start a journal, and then by the time I reach this point, I'm totally over it. I'm just done. Uh, but it is coming together. I think what I've done today is actually quite a lot. And so next week we need to stuff pockets, build a cover or build a topper, and just finish it up. I prefer to keep it somewhat simple because it will be listed in my Etsy shop, and I would hope someone else is going to finish the whole thing up with what I have started with. And I will be stuffing all the pockets and everything with lots of extras so that there is lots to play with in here. So most of these projects I have done throughout the weeks, and I think it is beautiful. Thank you guys so much for watching. Um, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and make sure you give me a thumbs up, because that helps my channel and it helps me grow. And any comments are always welcome. Um, constructive criticism is always appreciated. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great long weekend if you are in the States. I know you guys have a long weekend. I hope you have better weather than we had here in Canada last week. So enjoy. I will see you again tomorrow. And if I don't see you tomorrow, then I will see you next Friday during the live. Bye.